Every child in my family gets a letter from our mother to open after she dies. My brother was handed his at Christmas dinner in front of all of us. Mom slid the envelope across the table to Grant. Open it, sweetheart. Grant laughed. Mom, we don't open these until you're gone. That's the whole point. I know the point. I wrote the rule. She folded her hands on the tablecloth. Open it now. The table went quiet. Dad had been gone 3 years, so it was just the four of us. Mom at the head, frail in her chair, a blanket over her knees. Grant across from me, my sister Nora beside her. Grant had been running Mom's life since her diagnosis in the spring. The appointments, the pills, the accounts. He'd told us she couldn't be trusted with a checkbook anymore. Couldn't remember if she'd eaten, shouldn't be left alone with visitors who might confuse her. He'd told us a lot of things. Grant's smile tightened. It's morbid. Why would I read my own eulogy? Because I'm asking my son to read me my own words. Is that so much? He picked it up slowly, turned it over. His name was on the front in her handwriting. He slid a finger under the flap like it might bite him. Out loud, Mom said. Out loud. So your brother and sister can hear how much I love you. He cleared his throat. My darling Grant. He stopped. His eyes moved down the page and something drained out of his face. Keep going, Mom said. This isn't the right one. It has your name on it. Mom, I think you were confused when you wrote this. Your memory. Nora. Mom didn't look away from him. Would you read it? Grant seems tired. Nora took the page out of his hand before he could pull it back. She read the first line and her voice already had a tremble in it. My darling Grant, if you are reading this, it means I finally caught you. My fork slipped and hit the plate. You told your brother and sister I have dementia. You told my doctors I fall and I wander. You changed my pills in March. Mom, stop this. Grant stood up. Sit down, Mom said. Not loud. He sat. I know you changed them, Nora read. Because in April I stopped taking what you gave me. I flushed every one and bought my own. 2 weeks later the fog was gone. The dizziness was gone. I could add numbers in my head again. I was never sick, Grant. You were making me sick. The room was so quiet I could hear the furnace click on. That's insane, Grant said. She's not well. You can all see she's not. You have power of attorney because I signed it in a haze you created. Nora read. Since June you have moved $41,000 into an account under your name. You sold my car and told Nora was in the shop. You canceled my hair appointments so no one outside the house would see me looking fine. Grant's jaw worked. Nothing came out. Mom finally spoke, and her voice was clear as glass. You want to know the part I'm proudest of? She looked around at all of us. The letter rule. Every child opens theirs after I'm dead. I made that rule 15 years ago. Do you know why I reminded you all of it so many times this year, Grant? So you'd relax. So you'd believe whatever you did to me would only come out once I was in the ground and the will was already read. You were never worried about a letter you'd read at my funeral. Mom, but it's Christmas, she said. And I'm not dead, and you're reading it now. She reached under the blanket on her lap and set a folder on the table. Bank statements, a pharmacy printout, a doctor's letter on real letterhead. I got a second opinion in May, she said. From a doctor you never picked. My mind is fine. It's been fine the whole time. This says so. Grant lunged for the folder. Mom put her hand flat on top of it. I wouldn't, she said. There's a copy at my lawyer's. And one more thing. She checked the clock on the wall. I asked a friend to come by at 8 just to say Merry Christmas. The doorbell rang. Grant's head snapped toward the hall. 2 officers stood on the porch, breath fogging in the cold. Mom smiled at him for the first time all night. He's the one who signed everything, she said, sliding the bank statements toward the door. It's all his handwriting. I saved every version he practiced to copy mine. Grant looked at me, at Nora, at the letter still shaking in her hand. You could have just written I love you, he said. Mom nodded. I did. It's on the back. Read it to him after.